Mario, one of the most recognizable and sexiest plumbers alive. He goes through putrid shit-covered pipes, gets super duper high on mushrooms, can jump super duper high, and he sure loves shoving his giant greasy Italian meatball in his female friends. Speaking of females, the Mario universe might as well be called Hot Chick Paradise, because it sure does make a mess in my pants. It's got so many hot females that it'll make you love the franchise even more. Seeing how it is Valentine's Day and I'm too big of a virgin to ever get any real pussy, I've been inspired to make a top 10 hottest Mario female characters. So grab yourself some official Nintendo Mario licensed fruit snacks and a warm glass of milk, and try not to ejaculate all over your computer screen, cause here we go. Number 10. Try this question on for size. Who's the hottest character from Luigi's Mansion that she'll make you want to shoot a bunch of ectoplasm all over your controller? Why, it's King Boo, of course. That's right. Now, despite being transparent, there's no denying she's hot as hell. Some of the traits that make her attractive are the fact that she's translucent and she wears a crown. I mean, how many other Mario characters have you ever seen that wear a crown? I can't think of any. So overall, King Boo is a really lovely girl. That is, of course, until he starts licking your Italian meatball with his giant greasy tongue. At number 9, we've got one of the driest characters around, none other than Dry Bones herself. That's right, Dry Bones is one of the cutest Mario characters. I mean, it doesn't do much other than just walk around and let Mario stomp his big, hard foot on its soft little head. But the real reason that she's on here is because she's made out of bones. So you can best bet that you can shove your big boner right into one of its sockets. 4 plus 4 is 8. So let's move on to number 8. Wiggler. I mean, the name alone kind of makes him higher up on this list, because you'll want to wiggle your way right out of your pants to get with this hot Mario character. One of the best traits about Wiggler is that he's the average size of an African silverback gorilla. Another great thing about Wiggler is that one of her love interests include none other than Toadsworth himself. Isn't that kind of funny? A mushroom man and a caterpillar having sex? What's up with that? Jeez, I don't know. But Wiggler really didn't do much other than just sort of walk around like, a bumbling idiot. But he was in many of the Mario spin-off games, and that's why she is up there.
Numero 6, Queen Bee. I mean, how can you go wrong with this hottie? Sometimes the good guys are all the rage, but it's always those bad guys that make me want to do bad things when I'm alone.
One of her best tributes is obviously her big, fluffy body, which you could lay your sweet, sweet penis in all day long. And she just so happens to be one of the first bosses in Super Mario Galaxy. Well, why isn't she every boss in the game?
I know, I'd shove my stinger into that thorax.
You can betcha. You'd want to pollinate her with her all day long. And even though it only takes about 5 minutes to beat her, you know you're going to want to be beating your meat every day when you see this sweet, sweet honey of a bee. Fuck it. Lanky Khan is next. Now, despite being named after the Khan ritual, the Dawn Khan ritual of the same name, Lanky Kong, he may have a funny face, but his origins caused the inflation porn to be all over the internet.
Well, he may inflate like a balloon. That doesn't mean that his testicles don't also not inflate not.
That's right. Lanky Khan sure does make me inflate my pants.
His big boopers that are like balloons cause me to splooge my bagoos every night. I love lanky inflation.
He's the best character of the sweep in the nation. It's a sensation. When you're gonna see him inflate, you'll want to inflate your cock too. Number 5. Super Mario Sunshine. There's nothing I love more than sitting out in the hot summer's day at a beach and just laying down, wishing I was in Mexico so I could experience the fun of this classic, underrated gem for the Nintendo GameCube. Released in 2002, Super Mario Sunshine had a variety of characters, and while many of them may make me hot in the pants, I do have to give this one to Pintinissimo Hispanio. I mean, how can you not go wrong with this? Oh, yeah, he really, really does know how to make my pants boil, just like the hot summer's day. Racing him is always especially fun because if you can move the camera just right, you'll be able to see her sweet hot ass. That's right, it's a her, not a guy. I've been able to hack the game's files to reveal that he is in fact Beyonce Coles. That's right.
And now, number 5. My favorite Mario character, Ganondorf, the Big D Dwarf himself. This dwarf shoves his Big D Dwarf into me all day, and while his qualities are quite menacing, his Big Dwarf is quite the sight. I would let him pummel me with his magic tennis balls any day. The Big Dwarf has 10 on a scale of 5 for me. The Big Dwarf is hot.
Coming in at number 4, it's none other than Big Birdo herself. This big bird is quite the sight, and boy does she make me have a big old bird in my pants. I would love to have some fun with this big bird herself. Although only appearing in some of the Mario games, you can best bet that Birdo sure is a big bird. Coming in at number 2, it's Toadsworth himself. Now, although this character isn't in any of the more recent Mario games, you can bet that back then when he was in all of those older GameCube games, that he was worth it. That's right. Now, although Toadsworth is one of the older Mario characters, it doesn't even matter because Toadsworth is one hot toad. That's right. You could best bet that Toadsworth is worth it. I guarantee.
Number 3, Professor Egad. This mystical man sure gets my boner going every day. I sure love to eat that Egad. And the big number 3 is Egad. She gives me the Suka Suka every day and night. A large Suka Suka is the way to round off a healthy day. Sook, he's a nutty man full of nutty powers. If you get what I mean, I love his nuts. Yeah, Suka Suka. And at number 0, the big man himself, Satoru H. Iwata. He is a mystical man as well, full of divine powers. But sadly, last year, in the middle of July, this greatest Mario character sadly passed away, and he died. So, to honor his passing, he has become the hottest Mapno character. Understand, but hopefully someday he will understand what he meant to us Mario fans. I love Mario, I love Iwata, I love sexy Mario characters, they're all hot. Closing comments on Satoru Iwata. He was a great man, and I will never understand why he killed himself. He committed seppuku because E3 was not very good, but that's alright. Someday, we'll all move on and forget about him forever.
I sure hope you enjoyed this top 10 hottest Mario characters. I better jet because the Mario Super Show is starting. Hey, paisanos! Do the Mario!